Hey, do red hooks really work? Well, I'm here to try to debunk that today. Welcome back to LakeForkPro.com. My name's Mark Mitchell. So we got our little red hook right here. KVD sold these for years. Said it made a big difference. I've tried that theory on crankbaits and many a times. Now, I do believe bass can see red at a certain sense, but on a crankbait that's coming by at about 10, 12 miles an hour, their whole focus is actually on the bait itself. So as they see the bait coming by, they're focusing just on the bait. I don't know how that fish could actually pick out that little red hook and say, I'm going to go bite that red hook. So let me kind of give you a rundown of their theory is that they're going to bite the red hook. And I had a gentleman a few years ago that said, old KVD, he's spot on that red hook. And I said, I'm going to, KVD can sell peanut butter. It tastes like horse crap as long as he puts his initials on it. No offense, KVD. We know how good a fisherman he is. But the red hook syndrome, I just don't think works. I'm going to tell you how the concept works. Because this gentleman said, every time I catch a fish, he's hooked on that red hook. I said, okay, so where are you putting the red hook? He said, I'm putting it on the front. And he said, every time. And he goes, I believe that fish is running around in front of that crankbait and biting that head first. I was like, trust me, a fish is all about catching that bait first and foremost. He's not going to be able to run around in front of it and wait on it to get it like that. It's not going to happen like that. The head first, eating head first is a theory. What a bass does, he catches the bait first and foremost. He'll hold his mouth closed. He'll flare his gills. If the bait is able to see the light, he's going to run to the light. So he'll turn himself around in the fish's mouth, go toward the gills, which are gel bars. So the bait can't get out. They're able to swallow it head first. If that don't happen, sometimes they can actually hold it there for a while, injure it, spit it, and then hit it head first as it's dead or injured. Easier to swallow that way, period. So if the red hook is up here, let me get it over in the middle. So if the red hook is here, when that fish comes in behind that crankbait and he closes his mouth and you jerk, the first hook you're going to come in contact with is Mr. Red Hook right here. And I don't care if it's green, silver, orange, brown, don't make any difference. This hook is your catcher if he swallows it. And you got to understand, as he swallows, the inside of his mouth is a cave. So where the back hook would be, it may not be catching anything in there because it's in a big old hollow, like a garage. It's sitting there just like this. But when that fish closes, you got this big hollow spot in his mouth, and you jerk, that hook right there is going to be your catcher more times than not. Now, if he slips off that one and his mouth is still closed, you may get him on the back one. Or if he comes up and tries a short strike, you may get him on the back hook. But he is not eating that red hook, in my opinion, because it's on the front of that crankbait. You have it in the catch position. It's just like wearing a baseball glove. If you're going to put it on your hand, you're going to catch it with that hand. You can't put it in your lap, go, I'm going to catch it there. It's not going to happen. Just think about what I'm telling you. It's common sense theory. That red hook is on the front. That is the one that you're going to come in contact with that fish first, and that's going to be your catcher. So don't get caught up and, the red hook catches better than a silver hook or whatever, because it ain't happening. That's my opinion and based upon me fishing it and trying it way back in the years. I didn't get caught up in it. I tried it, but then it comes to common sense. He's catching this right here. So the red hook, in my opinion, is a gimmick, just like a bunch of other things that are out there. It's to catch your money. It's to catch your money, and it's catching a lot of people's money. They put it on worm hooks and everything else. And again, I just don't believe it for 1 minute that they're seeing that red hook and biting that red hook. Again, it's the one they're going to come in contact with first. And therefore, that's the one you're going to catch them on more than often. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth there. Hope y'all come back, stop by and check me out. I'm going to have some more stuff throughout the year, especially if it stays cold outside. This is all I can do. Who wants to go out there in that mess? But thank you for stopping by, and leave comments, like and share, all that good stuff. And we'll be back next time. Hope to see you on the water when it gets warmer. Signing out, Mark Mitchell, Lake Fork Pro.